All right, it's your boy, Professor J. Pillar, baby, back at it. We're going to check out Dr. John Henry Clark teacher, Professor William Leo Hansberry, his book, Africa and Africans as Seen by Classical Writers. This is Pisces season, so I thought you'll find this interesting. So we're going to go to page 7. All right, we're back. So we have page 7 over there. And so let's read it. We're right here. It says, the territory included by the Greeks under the designation Ethiopia varies somewhat from age to age. Writers of the earlier period, particularly those composing the epic cycle, apply Ethiopia and Ethiopians to the land and peoples in both Africa and Asia. The later continent was included apparently with good cause, for more recent discoveries and research have established that in ancient times a black-skinned people, or the Ethiops, constituted an important part of the populations of Arabia, Mesopotamia, Persia, and India. Homer alludes to the Ethiopians of the two continents, noting that one division was situated towards the sunrise and another towards the sunset. For the Ethiopians are, says the poet, a race divided whom the sleeping rays, the rising and setting sun surveys. Herodotus, a race divided whom the sloping rays, the rising and the setting sun surveys. Homer referred to the eastern Ethiopians and western Ethiopians in connection with the polyglot army of Xerxes, and Strabo wrote that ancient Greeks designated the whole of the southern countries toward the ocean on the coast of both Africa and Asia as Ethiopia. He specifically cited the ancient geographer Euphorus, whose works are now lost, as holding this opinion, and further said that if the moderns had confined the appellation Ethiopia to refer only to the people who dwell above the south of Egypt, this must not be allowed to interfere with the meaning of the ancients. In later periods, especially during the closing phases of the classical age, the Asian Ethiopians disappeared gradually from remembrance, and the regions concerned took on other and more distinctive names. The Ethiopians of Africa, however, by virtue of greater permanency in their civilization and through their intimate contact with Greece by way of Potomac and Roman Egypt, came more frequently into view. Thus, the term Ethiopia in the writings of the later classical authors came to refer almost exclusively to the African region to the south of Egypt. Now let's go back and check this out and ask ourselves questions. It says that the territory right here, the territory included by the Greeks under the designation Ethiopia varies from age to age. Writers earlier period, particularly those composing in the epic cycle, apply Ethiopia and Ethiopians to the land and peoples in both Africa and Asia. So right there, it's telling you us so-called black folks, when they say Ethiopians, in this period, it meant us in Africa and Asia. That's why we are also called Asiatics, right? We are the Asiatic black man, right? Because we dominated Asia. For more recent discovery and research have established that in ancient time, a black-skinned people, or Ethiops, constitute a more important part of the populations of Arabia, Mesopotamia, Persia, India. And so as you can see right there, it says Arabia, Mesopotamia, Persia, and India. Now, why is India also important? Because when Columbus came to America, he called the people Indians, right? So think about that, right? Homer alluded to the Ethiopians of two continents. Note that one situated toward the sunrise and another towards the sunset. For Ethiopians are, says the poet, a race divided whom the sloping rays, the rising, the setting, sun surveys. So it's like whether the sun set or rise, it's on us. On east side, everywhere they go, the sun go, that's where we at, right? We global. And then it talks about Xerxes. You ever seen the movie 300? With Xerxes, if you look at it, it was the black king, right? the African king guy, Ethiopian king, right? And then he goes to Strabo. He said Strabo said the ancient Greeks designated the whole southern countries. My fault, my fault. The whole southern countries toward the ocean on the coast of both Asia and Africa as Ethiopian. And so as you can see, they always designated us as an African Asian. No doubt, but you got to ask about the slave trade. But then he says the Asian Ethiopians disappeared gradually from remembrance. So we got to find out why that happened. Was it somebody had a beef with us that they gradually destroyed our people? Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. I wanted to show you that in this book, African and the Classical, Africans and Africans, Africa and Africans, as seen by classical writers by William Leo Hansberry. So we in Pisces season mess with some of the master teachers. All right, so check it out. It's your boy Pillar. Peace. My fault, your boy Professor J. Pillar Bay. Proclaim your nationality. Peace.